Ooh, he's getting his strip it. Take it off, Adam.
Yeah, getting a little stuffy in here.
Getting heated.
Hey, I know it's cold outside, bro. Hey, everybody,
Yeah,
welcome
no
to
shit, man.
welcome to the pre-show. Brought to you by Spoonless Comics. This is when we talk about what we're gonna do on the show. Brought to you by SpoonlessComics.com. Also on iOS and Android, but don't take my word for it. All kinds of dope creators writing all kinds of dope books, drawing all kinds of dope books. It's rad. It's literally free comic books. I don't even know why you're still
like the things we talk about on this show
all the time, and there's some damn good ones over there too, bro. So yeah, get your asses over to spinwizcomics.com. Also on iOS and Android, and read some comics. We were talking about Star Trek, which is something I can always talk about. My wallpaper here. I'll bring up my wallpaper. I'll show everybody. I'm not ashamed. My wallpaper is Tarek Noor. I have a 2-screen setup, so the other one is actually the Defiant. We're talking about nice. So it's kind of matches. So I mean, we're going to talk about the books coming out later this week, but DS9, in my opinion, this is what we're talking about, is probably the best of the Star Trek series. Why is that? Because it's an actual series, okay? While Star Trek TOS to a very limited
series
extent.
too for the time.
Yeah.
And
OS has a lot of great ideas.
It didn't have a long continuous story like DS9 ended up having, sort of.
What
didn't? The
OS.
Original series.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was just gonna say. But the only thing that carried over from any episode to any other episode was Khan. Space Seed to Star Trek 2. That's it. That's the only thing that carried.
But that was just the nature of TV at the time, because you couldn't go back and watch reruns, so that's why nothing ever carried over.
Yeah. Killer 1, Killer, Love First Contact.
That's probably the best TNG movie.
Generations is the TNG movie.
I don't like Generations
way better.
As much.
I argue about this with people all the time. If you're a Star Trek fan and you love Star Trek, Generations is the best movie because it's very high sci-fi. But if you're not a Star Trek fan, First Contact's the most accessible TNG movie.
I think First Contact is the most accessible Star Trek movie, period.
Man,
fair enough.
Facebook is being such a crazy ass thing today. But yeah, man. Generations is great, dude.
I love Generations.
Generations is great, but Generations is great if you are like the super Star Trek fan.
It's a lot
about that.
Well, I mean, you get all that stuff with.
It's like how Secret Wars is great, but Secret Wars is only great if you're the person who's willing to dive down deep into it and like.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Go through all that shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Transformers too, right?
Yeah, that's great, but only if you're willing to do the work.
Only if you're willing to read 80+ issues of it.
Yeah.
So back to the series. Okay, Deep Space Nine is the best because it has one continuous theme throughout the entire thing. It's all about war. Mm-hmm. From the very beginning to the very end, it's all about war.
Yeah.
Period. Every episode. There's something there. But, dude, there's some times there in season 4, maybe even season 5, where it's episode after episode after episode. It's like movies.
Yeah.
They just keep going, and it's all the same story, and it's just amazing.
Last 10 episodes is like the best long trilogy of movies you've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, you thought O'Brien was dope? Nope. He's not. You thought Worf was cool? Nah, he's not. Just wait. And Nog probably has the best character arc of any Star Trek character, period. Period. No one else. But Voyager is still my favorite. Captain Janeway's my mama. I'd follow her to hell. I don't care.
I will say, while DS9 is my favorite show, Janeway's my favorite captain.
Oh, she's not only my favorite captain.
She has the hardest job.
I will argue that she is the best of the Trek captains. First, let's look at her resume. Okay.
Oh my God.
She more first contacts than any captain in history.
Yep.
She fought off the Borg 4 different times. 4 different times.
She did not become Locutus. She
became a Borg on purpose.
She did.
On purpose.
I'm actually really close to that episode.
Billy, Big Will, you hate fucking everything. You hate everything.
Dude. Voyager rules. Rules.
She was able to take a crew of rookies who didn't know shit.
And a crew who wanted to kill everybody else. Traitors to the Federation. Her
trek them 70,000 light years home.
Officer. The person who she had to trust the most.
And it was her first command.
Traitor.
It was her first command.
Yes. Love Janeway.
Yeah. Janeway is
the year of hell. The year of hell alone makes her.
Man, do you know the year of hell was first pitched as an entire season? The year of hell was originally pitched as an entire season.
Yeah, I know. And they never got to
like
do it.
20-some episodes they were going to do.
Yeah.
They pushed it into an hour and a half, and it fucking sucked.
I know.
I mean, it's great, but
it's not as good. It's not as good. Also, Best Doctor.
Oh, yeah. Easily the best doctor, dude. Easily the best doctor.
He makes Data's whole storyline seem simple.
I mean, not really. I mean,
it's just the next level. It's the next level of exploring what is artificial intelligence.
But if you want to talk about some of the worst episodes in Star Trek history, they're Voyager episodes. There's one where they come back. There's one where they come back to the 90s.
Enterprise is an entire series counts as well.
But if you're going on Enterprise in that context, I don't count Enterprise in that context. Enterprise is one long TNG episode. Okay, it's Riker hanging out on the holodeck
with Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, the one from the 90s. Are you just lagging, Jules? Are you getting the audio late or something? See, he is. He's getting audio late, or we're getting.
Oh yeah, he's totally lagging.
Jesus, man. Yeah, you might want to go out and come back in, Jules.
We'll see if he gets it.
It's ridiculous.
Oh gosh,
ridiculous. Great. So it's just me and Adam tonight. Just me and Adam.
My audio.
Oh, of course you did. Of course you loved Enterprise.
So he hated Voyager, but he loved Enterprise.
Oh man, no wonder you get booted off Facebook so damn much.
I will say that I have actually seen a surprising amount of Enterprise just because of when it was made. Sure. It was the one that was on syndication at the time, so it was the one that was actively having reruns.
Yeah. Another reference no one will get, you old bastard. Will Max Headroom. So yes, Voyager has some of the worst episodes. There's one where Paris kidnaps the captain and they turn into fucking like salamanders. It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
They turn into salamanders?
They turn into salamanders. Are you caught up now, Jules? How is the man not caught up?
Do you like the salamanders?
Do you like the salamanders?
I think so. I think I'm caught up now.
I don't think you are. See?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
See how you're not?
Yeah, I see how he's not. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that episode's rough.
Oh, see? He's so far behind. I'm not sure why. It's so weird.
It's not working.
Oh, man.
I think he should talk about how it's not working. I can't mute his mic.
Oh, you can't?
I can just remove him.
I can just kick him. Oh, you could just kick him out.
I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, you got it.
You got it.
I'm old as hell, Big Willie. I'm old as hell.
Man, you just want to dive into this show?
Well, I wanted to ask Jules what he thought about comics last week, but that will have to wait. So, again, this has been the live pre-show where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. And all we did was talk Star Trek the whole time, which, shit, I'll do that any time. So, yeah, let's just bust it in there. Busting it in. I bet he's using an Apple computer.
Well, there's an electricity.
Man, that's not a good way to start a podcast. Busting it in.
I'm just gonna tell him to watch on
A
Facebook.
hue of anticipation. Anticipating you busting it in.
I'm going to just tell him to go to Facebook. He can just hang out in the chat.
Nah, man, I do want him on the show.
Me too. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. It's another episode of This Geek in Comics, Outright Geekery, comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
I am your co-host Gomer. With me, as always, co-host Adam Normal, and Jules True, the true one, is He's and
around.
Out. He's got some. He's in another time zone.
He was here for the pre-show a little bit. Guest star.
Almost. I really wanted to ask him. Oh, let's see. Okay, how is it?
Okay, it's good now. Am I?
What did you think of? We've already started the show. The show has begun.
Oh, okay.
What did you think of last week's comics? Anything you wanted to point out? If I may, did you read The Other History of the DC Universe?
It was awesome, actually.
Oh my gosh!
It was honestly one of the best reads all week.
It's one of the best things I've ever read.
I'm gonna say this.
It was amazing.
DC has not put out, other than Metal, which has been fun.
Yeah.
A book that hasn't felt poignant in a really long time.
Yeah. It's Eisner, man. It's already gonna win.
Oh yeah, that's totally Eisner.
Best single issue.
Dude, we beat the drum constantly as Marvel fans. We read poignant shit all the time in Marvel. It's like it's been going on since the goddamn dawn of the imprint. So it's nothing new when you read something poignant by Marvel. But it's so fucking rare to read a DC comic book and feel like I actually felt
a mainline DC comic book.
A mainline DC comic book.
Yeah.
Because that isn't Vertigo.
All of the mainline DC events, they're all nonsense,
Yeah.
but they're good nonsense, but they're all nonsense.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, what's the last time you read, other than a Vertigo imprint, as far as a book that actually felt like it was telling you a story about people that was relevant to the life you live? It is DC.
It was
using
so
DC
good.
characters. I mean, other than Alan Moore.
To you, everybody is a fanboy because you hate everything, Will. You hate everything. Except Enterprise.
To be that's weird. Disturbing.
That's
disturbing. That's I mean, you can hate on me being a Marvel fanboy all day long. I will love to hate on you being an Enterprise fanboy.
And I am a Marvel fanboy, dude. I love Marvel.
I love Marvel. It was, and you know
what? A lot of shit on them too, though. I mean, don't get me wrong.
But DC was my first love. Ron Mars, Green Lantern. That was the first thing I ever picked up.
But DC has been shit lately. So I'm going to talk shit about them.
Well, the problem with DC is they cut their line. So the crap is less diluted. The crap is less diluted.
No plan.
The crap is less diluted. I don't even care if they don't have a plan. What kind of plan does Marvel have?
It doesn't matter if they have a plan.
Besides Hickman, besides Donny Cates' Venom, do they have a plan outside of just events?
Nobody
There's
has
no plan.
But here's what I'm going to say about Marvel that they do better than DC is they always find a way to reward the longtime fans. That's the one thing DC has not done in a really long time.
I would go the other way and say DC always finds a way to disappoint the longtime fans.
Agreed.
I'll say Wally West as prime example.
Definitely.
Okay, Infinite Crisis, Flashpoint, whatever, Rebirth. Every time you get complacent and enjoying continuity in DC, they just say, you know what? We don't want you. We want new people. DC is always finding ways to buck the long time.
Mandalorian, everyone. You can do both.
You know what?
And you can pull in new people and you can celebrate
my whole life.
Major what it is.
Heroes Reborn, guys. Marvel's done it my whole life.
Yeah.
Civil War. We rebrand. We change things subtly. I mean, dude.
Even we change things majorly. Eventually. There's an arc that resets everything.
Yes, but you know what? Marvel does a great job of pulling in new readers, but rewarding the old readers constantly.
Did you read Power Pack this week?
I did.
It was rad.
It was awesome. I told you it was going to be awesome. I told you. You said, you're like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. That team
I picked it up and it was great.
It was a great read. It was a great read.
Let's get into this week's. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry, guys.
I was just gonna say that. That was the surprise of last week.
It was. I mean, it wasn't fantastic and amazing, but I mean,
it was the best Power Pack book I've ever read.
Exactly, the best Power Pack.
Well, that's not saying much, honestly.
That's not
well,
saying
there's
much.
been a lot of power. This is like volume 4.
There's been a lot of Power Packs, but how many of them have been good?
No.
But
this tied into the whole outlawed angle that they're pulling with the youngins.
It's one of the better outlawed stories too, I must say.
I don't know. It ended well with them getting busted.
Ended really well. Oh, that's what was the best part.
Oh man! All right, let's get into this. Books for next week. That's what we do on this show every Monday. Let's talk about all the books coming out in the next 72 hours, really less than that. We start with DC because they release their shit first. Keyword here is if you see something, say something, chat. If you see something that you want us to talk about and put a spotlight on, we'll do it, even if we have to go back a little bit. So here we go. Bats 104. It's got a great. Oh no, I don't want to go down there. It does not have a great cover. It's an okay cover.
It's an okay cover.
It's okay, yeah.
But
just like the book, it's okay.
It's just okay.
I like some of the character interactions, but the overall plot and the whole Ghostmaker thing is just
on this cover. This is the most investigating Batman has done in 50 issues.
Yeah,
him just holding his chin.
That's my problem with this run, actually. And I was thinking about this the other day. Was when Tynion took over Detective Comics, there was tons of mystery.
There was tons of detective stuff.
Tons of detective stuff. I was thinking, man, this is the guy to take over Batman. He's taking over Batman, and it's like I'm gonna go ahead and poke this bear. It's like the Nolan trilogy. Batman just happens into everything. The villains just stand in the middle of the street and they just say, "Hey, Batman, I'm here," and he doesn't have to do any detective work.
Let's move on. Yes, Big Will, thank you for saying something. Batwoman and Catman.
I'd read that one. I miss me some Catman.
Tom King and Clayman. All right, dude. Tom King lost me during almost 100 issues of.
Well, he lost everybody.
Now he's going to do it again. Screw you, Tom King.
I'm down for it. Overall, I actually enjoyed Tom King's Batman run. It wasn't until he hit that Nightmare arc that he really lost me.
That was half the run.
Yeah, it was
half the run.
No, it wasn't. That was like 3/4 of the way through the run.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Right after the wedding debacle, the next arc after that, I'm pretty sure was Nightmares. That's half.
All I'm gonna say.
No,
it's not. It's
not. You didn't have a 100-issue run.
It's a third of the run.
You're right. Because it was supposed to be a 100-issue run. Once we get through the 12 issues of Batman and Catwoman, then it will be 100 issues.
There it is.
Right.
King is done.
Look.
So
all I'm gonna say is the best parts of Tom King's run is the relationship Batman and Catwoman had. To be fair,
exactly.
And Clayman's art is 100% of the reason you should actually pick this up because Clayman's art.
100% with you.
To their relationship, they literally put their marriage on hold for a year because
to do this book,
don't know what to do with them.
No, he knew what he didn't. It's not that he didn't know what to do with them. It's that they already wrote what was going to happen with them in this book.
You're not wrong,
and that's why he wrote them off so it could happen in this book.
I am not a fan of Tom King in big chunks. Maybe this will be a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a 12-issue series.
I've definitely
a 12-issue series.
Yeah, I've definitely fallen off of the Tom King bandwagon. Yes. He lost me a few miniseries ago.
Yeah.
But that said, I read through that whole Tom King Batman run. I might as well finish the damn thing out.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not throwing him a bone, man.
I like Clayman's art. I'm gonna pick this up, and whether it's good or not, we'll decide whether I pick the rest up.
Moving on, Batman: The Adventure Continues, #7. Man, that's a cool cover.
This is actually the best Bat book. I started picking this up, and I'm not even gonna lie when I say it's the best Bat book. If you like Batman the Animated Series or you like Batman Adventures, the comic book.
How many damn Batman books do we need this week? 1, 2, 3, 4 Batman books, and those are the first 4
and Paul Dini are writing it, who are the original writers from Batman the Animated Series and wrote the Adventures in the 90s. This is everything you actually like about Batman and the Bat family, and if you like Batman, this is actually the only book you should be reading.
Nah, I'm okay.
To be fair.
Great Matina cover. Oh man, love that.
Oh man, that's
crazy,
cool.
Crazy Doctor. This one's actually good too. This is the Mary. I think that's her name is Mary Marvel.
Cover. Yeah, that's Mary Marvel.
Movie cover. The Shazam movie. Yeah, that's a great one. And Tom Taylor. Can't go wrong with Tom Taylor. Did you finish Suicide Squad last week?
I did. I didn't want it to be over.
Revolutionaries. Are we getting a Revolutionaries book in March?
We should.
We better, damn it.
If you do, it'll only be 6 issues.
I know.
I'm okay as long as I get something. So you got 32X titles. There's like 6, dude. There's literally like 6
X titles.
Yeah. How many are there?
X-Men books?
7.
There's more than that. Yeah, there's more than 6.
There's X-Men,
X-Men, Marauders, X-Force. Shit. What is the
Sword?
Excalibur. Sword, Cable, Wolverine.
Sure, if you want to count the individual X titles.
Sword's the new one, yeah.
Sword's not out yet.
So it's out like this month, isn't it?
7 X-Men books.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut is not an X book either.
How is that not an X book? It is on the Dawn of X. Juggernaut 1 is the very last thing of the Dawn of X. Whatever. Suck my dick. It's on the chart.
You're not wrong, but I don't really count those individual books as so that way. So Aquaman, Superman, Batman are all technically Justice League books then, right? And Cap.
I mean, if you wanted to divide it up that way, but that's not how DC divides it up.
Far Sector's been good.
Far Sector's been the best GL book in a really long time.
Well, that's not hard.
It's not hard.
The last good GL book was Green Lanterns.
Yes, agreed.
It was so good.
Agreed. That was a really good Lantern.
Even book. Then, that one was only good when Sam Humphries was writing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Here it is. Here's the big one. This winter. This is their weekly. This is a weekly event series for.
Boy, we haven't done one of those in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I just got off one. What are you talking about? The X one just finished.
I know, but no. Those are that's different because that took place in books. This is something we've experienced.
This is taking place in books too. Like the only reason why I'm getting this is because I'm already getting like half of it anyway, just because half of it takes place in books I already buy.
Yeah. This has to really sell me, man. I'm not going to make I'm not going to dive all in if the first issue isn't just knock it out of the park.
Nah, man.
I'm not expecting it.
Andy
Landing is the man.
Andy Landing and Ron Mars, like, is it 1997?
I love throwing bones to Ron Mars.
Ron Mars is my first love. Green Lantern.
But this is
Ron
straight
Mars
90s. Even with Howard Porter doing the art, like
dude, that's what I thought. I was like, is it 1997? Andy Landing and Ron Mars and Porter?
Right. Yeah.
What are the chances?
Moving on. So I will be picking that up. That's probably on my list this week. Metal Man Dan Didio's final work at DC Comics releases this week. It's truly the end of an era. Weekly, gag me with a spoon. We agree, Big Will. I don't want to miss out if it's worth reading, though, so I am going to read the first issue of Endless Winter. But again, it has got to knock me out of the park. It
just feels like they're doing something to do something.
Yeah, that is exactly what it is. They are doing something to fill a month of shipping schedule.
I'm okay with that. If it's entertaining, that's not on the creators, though. If the creators do a good job of giving me a quality
creators do a good job, and if it's an actual good book,
then who cares why? Who cares why?
Touche.
Strange Adventures, again, Tom King.
I've dropped this book.
I have long dropped this book.
Bad. It's bad. Actually, the first bad tie-in to death metal happened last week. It was terrible. I mean, it was so god awful. But Vita Ayala and Ariel Olivetti, 2 huge names in the biz, doing a Wonder Woman dark multiverse book. I'm in.
I'm actually really excited about this book.
Me too.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's one of the cooler dark multiverse books.
Yes. And that's it. That's all she wrote over there at DC. Kind of a short week for them, but most of their books are like $6. Most of their books are like $6. At least the good ones. Moving on to everybody else. Starting at Image Comics again. Chat, you see something, say something. If you want us to talk about a book, we'll talk about a book. Kirkman and Sam Nee's Firepower has been great. It's It's basically a kung fu movie in the suburbs. But it's got the worst Samney art of all the Samney art that's ever been Samneyed.
I tried to get through issue 1.
No, not the Lobo book. The Lobo book was actually okay.
Actually, it was okay with the Lobo book.
The one last week had like the pet.
The Multiverse Who Laughs was the name of the last one,
and that's what
it was. It was bad. It was bad because it was a bunch of shorts, and then the shorts themselves weren't very good. The only good one was the Green Arrow, Green Lantern one, and that one ended. That one ended right when it got good.
Yeah, that was just okay. I didn't like that. Again, see something, say something. That Texas Blood.
That Texas Blood. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
End of the arc here.
I think this is probably like my favorite book that's coming out right now.
This book has not yet hit the spec market. Issue number 1 is going for like 3 times cover price, but
really
that
surprised.
number 1 issue, no, it should be going for so much.
It should
more,
be. It is. It's one of those where like I'm not that guy. I don't like to push comic books as becoming anything other than comic books.
Yeah, I'm
just not that
but
guy.
this is going
But
to.
This is one of those books where I'm like, oh man, this is made to be on the screen.
This is like the Justify show.
Yeah.
This is made to be a movie.
Yeah, or a show, a long-term show.
It could be a show. They keep going long-term. Yeah,
man. This is Netflix is gonna pick this up. Hulu, I don't know who, but this feels like a drama show that everyone's gonna want to watch.
You don't even have to change any of the dialogue.
You don't have to change any of the dialogue. You don't have to change anything about the characters. This book is incredible, and it reads like a storyboard. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very
absolutely beautiful.
Walking Dead colored and whatever. They are doing a lot more covers.
We don't need to We don't need to read The Walking Dead again.
Ever again.
It's selling.
I gave up a long time ago.
That's all we've got at Image. It's kind of a short week.
Short week.
It is a very short week.
This is the first week everyone usually comes out.
It is.
It's a holiday coming up.
Marvel and DC are coming out. So I don't know. Love that Texas Blood, so good. Oh, look, I like something. Oh, I know, right?
That's
you
random.
can't. I don't care who the hell you are. You read the first issue of that Texas Blood, you are sold, dude. That fucking crock pot on the back seat or whatever the hell it was.
Oh man.
Dude.
Man. That was awesome.
I mean, it's just so poetic and noir and it's so good, dude. So good.
It's so
moving on to Dark Horse. Dark Horse got a lot of weird shit this week, man. Puzzles. Really? Puzzles? Magnets? Really? I do like this Wild Stallions magnet, though. That's
Dark Horse doesn't know what they're doing anymore, honestly.
I know, right?
Well, they lost all of their they lost all their franchises. They lost all their shit.
It's true.
And that's what happens when you build your entire, line around third-party stuff. Is once it's gone, it's gone.
It's true.
I am reading the Orville book because, of course, I am.
I'm
a Star Trek fan. It's the best Trek right now. So
I was just gonna say Orville is honestly the best Star Trek show you can watch right now.
And I was getting into arguments with people about Discovery, and I was like, you know what? It's fine for Star Trek, whatever. If people want to like it, I'm okay with that. But it's just not good TV. It can't make up its mind of where it wants to go. Klingons, and then we're time traveling, and then there's Mirror Universe, and then there's a Red Angel for a minute, and then there's the Bleed or whatever the hell it's called, and then hey, we're gonna time travel again. Oh, and here's Spock in case you like him. Man, get the hell out of here, Discovery.
I'm just gonna say this. I still like it more than Enterprise. Enterprise.
That's fair. You listening, Will? Spy Island wraps up that series. I don't know how the hell they're going to do it. This is going to have a sequel series because.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's a spy anything. It'll be a series of minis.
Yeah. Moving on to IDW. IDW literally has 4 books coming out this week. One of them is a hardcover from Meshuggah Comics.
Wow.
That's reprints. I'm pretty sure that's all reprints.
Yeah. Second My Little Pony
is the second printing.
My Little Pony Transformers. Wow.
Yeah, dude, the bronies go hard.
I know the bronies go hard.
The series is done.
Yeah, I know.
So now they're doing a second printing of.
It's just weird, because that book's been done for a while.
Like a while.
Yeah. Sonic. The only person I know reading this is Jules True. And Janika. That's the only book they have. Although it is a book I am going to read. So every publisher's got at least one book now. Now we get on to the bull crap that Marvel's pulling.
Oh my God! Starting with something.
So much shit. This is just terrible. Come on, guys. Are we still doing this with Spider-Man?
We are still doing this.
Are we ever gonna get to 60? I feel like we've been in the 50s for so long. It's ridiculous.
It's because we've been
50s.
stuck
We're not
with all
even
these
halfway
point
through 50.
issues.
I know. That's my point. We're never gonna make it to all these point issues. Is driving me crazy.
Oh, it's weird, dude. It's so weird. Moving on. Atlantis Attacks is wrapping. That's actually a King in Black tie-in somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that works because when Atlantis Attacks first dropped, it was supposed to be done in August. But because of coronavirus, it got pushed way
They probably
back.
added one page in the back where Noel shows up.
Just to try to get over. Black Widow's been a great book. Kelly Thompson and Elena Casagrande, I think, is doing the art. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Carlos Gomez helping out a little bit. Adam Hughes cover. Love that Homemaker cover, man. But the thing that makes this book for me is Jordi Belair on colors, dude. Her colors just pop. Whoa, Jordi. She's amazing. What else we got? Champions number 3, continuing that outlawed arc. I didn't realize Viv had left the team and was like on her own, just kicking it coast to coast. Yeah. They didn't mention that in the first issue. That must have been in the last series of Champions.
That was the end. Yeah, that was at the end of last Champions.
I love Viv Vision. I hope she becomes even popular. My Tom King Vision number 2 is an $80 book.
Wow.
Oh, is it? Wow.
It's like, yeah, dude. Because of Viv.
I did not know that.
Because of Viv.
Yeah, because of Viv.
Honestly, that's probably the best work Tom King has ever done.
I agree.
I still like Mr. Miracle a whole lot, but yeah,
I
say
totally
it's between.
I have a soft spot for Omega Man just because
of style. Yeah.
But that said, though, I still think Vision is a better story.
Adam, you turned me on to Tom King through that Omega Man run because you could not shut the hell up about it. Yeah, you could not shut up about it. And I was like, I got to read it. And yeah, he's the real deal.
The art was amazing. Yeah, man.
Rorschach's terrible. Strange
hard.
Is whatever. Strange is stupid.
Weird.
Dude, Strange should have been Omega Man 2.0, and it just isn't.
Yeah. Here we go. I have not been a fan of these snapshots, but everyone who is reading them says they are great. They have this heart to them, and it's sort of like a throwback thing. I'm a huge
great
fan
writer.
of Civil War. Yeah. And Saladin Ahmed is writing it. His Black Bolt run is one of my faves. He's currently writing Miles Morales, which I am not on.
I am. It's good.
But man, and
is he doing Miss Marvel too, or was he doing Miss Marvel for a while?
He was, but I think
he already did.
Now.
He did already do Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I think that's over now.
I knew he was doing both at the same time at one point.
Yeah, he was doing both at the same time.
Daredevil number 25 has got a lot of bullet points. Okay. Last week, Daredevil number 24 came out, and it was cool. It was good. It was a good read. This week, Daredevil number 25 comes out. Why? Because they're having to rush this book so they can get to all the stupid King in Black tie-ins. What a kick in the balls. Last issue, he pled guilty. Daredevil, not Matt Murdock. He's keeping his secret identity, which I'm not sure how they do that. He pled guilty to second-degree manslaughter. This issue, he's going to be in prison. There's a cool preview where Elektra is him after banging Elektra. I've never done that after sex. I've never just stood there, and looked at people. Usually it's movies and food. Anyway, but he breaks out of jail with the help of Elektra, who, as we found out, Tony Stark is terrible. He couldn't buy Hell's Kitchen, but Elektra did. And they bought it to protect Hell's Kitchen from some billionaires who wanted to take over. All right. This is all we have on here. Word on the street is this book is huge spec right now. That something happens at the end of this book that is going to change things for a long, 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 long time.
I'm excited. Mark Cicchetto.
Yeah. Oh, Marco Cicchetto. Sure. Better than Mike Hawthorne, who was on the last issue.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited. This is honestly, it's been one of the best Marvel books all year.
I think it might be the best run of Daredevil ever. And I know that's saying a lot.
But Wade Samney
Wade Samney is like in recent memory, and it was dope. Daredevil Father. Daredevil, what's the other one? The churchy one. Sin something.
Sins of the Father? No.
No, I don't remember. Anyway.
Okay, best Daredevil runs to me are Brubaker. Who was after Brubaker? Oh, the Bendis, then Brubaker.
Nah, I didn't care for the Bendis run.
Oh, I love the Bendis run. All that Alex Maleev art. Are you kidding me?
I like the Alex Maleev art.
I love Echo.
I like Echo too. It's just,
and also you have
It felt like it was his Avengers run, because remember in his Avengers run,
but
they
invite David Mack issues.
They invite Matt to the team, and Daredevil's like, nah, to hell with you. I ain't doing it. So it's like Bendis did that on purpose just so he could write Daredevil, and it didn't really work for me. It didn't.
I don't know. Those David Mack issues are amazing. That's because most of his Daredevil run is other people perspective on Daredevil. A lot of those issues are Auric. I liked it. But no, I love Brubaker's run the most.
Fantastic Four Road Trip. This is Christopher Cantwell's little mini series. This is his third ongoing book at Marvel now. He's got Doctor Doom, which is wrapping in February, I think. I don't like it. It's fine, but I'm not a fan of it. His Iron Man, which I am a fan of. And this just seems like it's dumb, stupid, awesome horror. Felipe Andrade on the book.
Ooh.
Doing the art. Great horror artist. So, yeah, this is a horror book, dude. This is a horror book. I don't know. I don't need another zombie book, and I definitely don't need another Fantastic Four book because I hate the first one.
I don't know though. This one could be a sleeper.
I definitely want to read this. I don't know.
Sleeper hit.
We'll see how I feel Wednesday when I get to the shop.
Hellions number 7.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Hellions.
I will say that if X of Swords did one thing, it made me a fan of Hellions. I'm definitely picking this book up.
It's the most underrated book in my opinion.
It had nothing to do with the main plot of X of Swords, but by far Hellions was the best.
I'm a big Zeb Wells fan. I really liked Wayward, and this feels like him writing Wayward with the X characters.
No, Wayward was nowhere near this funny.
Yeah, Wayward was way funny in the beginning. It just took
Wayward was never this funny, dude. Wayward was cool, but it was never hilarious.
Funny.
This book is fucking hilarious.
Here's what I'm gonna say. This book feels like a cross between Skull Kickers and Wayward in terms of it has the humor of Skull Kickers.
Zeb Wells didn't write Skull Kickers. That was Jim Zub.
Oh, you're right. That is Jim Zub.
Yeah, Wayward was Zeb Wells.
I get them confused all the time.
It was Zeb Wells.
Wayward was Zeb Wells, though.
Yeah. My bad.
Skull Kickers is dope. Skull Kickers number 1 is going for $60.
That's disturbing.
I love it. He's still trying to get that animated series going.
He should. He should. It was a great book.
But I love how Sinister's crying here. He literally murdered all these people.
Yeah.
And he's crying about it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's so sad about it.
Love it, man. All right, here it is. Here's the big one. Here's the big one, y'all. Top of my list this week. Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman, finally.
Oh, man. Finally getting Stegman back. Well, it's probably because Stegman's been working on this the whole time.
Yeah, he's been working on
it. He takes a while. He does take a while.
Yeah. I don't know. He was keeping up with Venom when it was just Venom. But, oh, man.
Oh, man. I love Stegman's art.
Look at that.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's about time. All right. Go ahead.
No, I'm just excited. I think this is going to be a really fun book. Yeah. It's got a great team on it.
Dude, Stegman's She-Hulk is so great. What?
Oh,
look
wow.
at the attitude on her, man.
Oh, look at the hair.
I love it. Yeah, the hair, the attitude. Oh, dude. So, King in Black. I'm probably not reading any of the tie-ins.
Oh, no. I'm staying far away from the tie-ins. That said, though, I'm definitely picking up the main series. This has been a long time coming. It's expensive, which I don't like.
Oh, yeah, dude. $6.
It's coming right after another really expensive event.
Yeah.
But that is
I'm all over it. Man, there's a spoiler variant.
Oh, well, don't touch it.
There's a blank variant, of course. I'm probably going to end up buying the blank variant. I'm a sucker for those. There is a Momoko variant though. Stegman Darkness Reigns variant with just a bunch of dragons in the air. And there's,
cool.
of course, Lionel Francis Yu connecting covers. You just does great heroic shit, man. And that's what he's doing here. Look at that. That's so heroic. You know? So great.
That's awesome.
Fuck you, Dragon. Sweet. And I say that I'm probably going to read all of the X-Men tie-ins to this.
Oh, I'm definitely reading all the X-Men.
Yeah, that's probably it. Miles Morales 21. Yeah, let's check.
Yeah, I'm reading this book.
Yeah, it's been a fun read.
It's the best Spider-Man book right now.
Yeah. It's been like an ultimatum saga. I may have to go back and check this out. I was enjoying this book. I don't know why I jumped off of it.
I don't know why you jumped off of it. It's the best Spider-Man
crowded
book
marketplace
right now. Yeah, it's a crowded marketplace.
No. That's why. Because Tom Taylor was doing Sensation or Friendly Neighborhood.
Oh,
I was like, I only got room for one Spidey book, and Tom Taylor's getting my cash.
Yeah, no, this was the one to stick with.
The underrated book of the week, in my opinion, is MODOK Head Games, Jordan Bloom, and the Patton Oswalt.
I don't know, man. I did not like Patton Oswalt's story in Multiverse That Laughs.
Oh, yeah?
He wrote one of the stories in there.
Oh, yeah, he did. I didn't like that either.
And so that really, I was excited about this book until I read that book.
Yeah,
and so now I'm up in the air. I don't know.
Maybe I won't get this.
Yeah,
there's just so much, because I know for a fact I am getting the Union #1. I'm a sucker for British super teams, dude. I just am. Paul Grist, he's British as hell.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's weird.
Got Union Jack.
Paul Grist, yeah, right? Union Jack.
I'm picking this up too.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
Marvel UK was a big thing at one point, and they had a lot of
what got me into Marvel UK.
Yeah,
Marvel UK is the reason why we have most of our Transformers lore that we have.
I was just gonna say that. So I will always support.
Is that Faith
anything
over here? Faith lose weight over here? That's a different. That's a different.
That's a different publisher.
So we got Union Jack. Somebody called Snakes. I don't know who that is.
Where's Death's Head?
Right, dude.
Oh, you know he's gonna appear in this at some point.
Choir. I don't know who Choir is, and Britannia. Again, I don't know who Britannia is either.
These are all new
except Union Jack.
Union Jack is not.
Yeah, Union Jack been around fucking forever.
Yeah, no, I knew that these are all new characters created around British culture and lore, and made for this book. Union Jack is the only character that is well established in the Marvel universe.
So yeah, I'll be picking that up. Do I want the Silva cover? Do I want the Pacheco cover? The Pacheco cover is a huge King in Black tie-in cover.
Oh, nice.
The hell with that. I'm gonna be so sick of dragons by the time this damn event's over.
Dude, come on, man. We've all played.
We all know it's gonna be. And we all know it's gonna be Homeboy's kid.
Oh, you know it.
That's pretty rad.
You know it.
Yeah, it's gonna be Venom's kid that ends up helping everybody, winning the name.
Oh yeah, totally.
It has
to be. Thor #10, The Dark Prison of Donald Blake. Hell with you. It's stupid. So dumb.
I'm still reading it.
So dumb. And finally, X Factor #5. X Factor.
I'm excited for X Factor to be X Factor again.
Yes, I am.
Well, it hasn't been. They haven't had an X Factor book for all 10 of Swords.
No, I think one of the first issues of Ten of Swords was an X Factor book.
Well,
I think the first issue. I think the first issue after the first issue was an X Factor book, because that was the one where they destroyed all the eggs.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, that was an X Factor book. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. So the events of Ten of Swords have put the Resurrection Protocols in jeopardy as the 5 deals with the fallout. X Factor investigates those affected by the tragedy.
Yeah.
And I love the 5. I got a huge crush on everybody who is on the 5, including Egg, aka Gold Balls. He's one of my favorites.
Love Gold Balls. Love Gold Balls.
But
that's a Bendis creation.
That's right, Bendis creation.
That's a
Miles
Bendis
Morales' roommate at one point.
Dude, it was a throwaway joke. Okay, just like with Layla Miller, every mutant that Bendis has ever created has been a fucking joke, and it took someone with actual balls and an imagination to make that character cool. Hickman with Gold Balls, Layla
That
Miller,
happens to a lot of comic book characters.
Peter
though.
David. Well, sure. Yeah, no. We talk shit all the time on Deadpool. How Liefeld is not the guy who made Deadpool cool. Yeah. He made Deadpool look cool. Literally, he's wearing a Santa Claus outfit, but whatever. It's Joe Kelly, right?
Yeah,
it's
he's
Joe
the
Kelly.
man I would consider who made Deadpool. But alas, Dynamite has literally nothing again. 5 different covers of Betty Page, 3 different covers of a boys spinoff that is terrible. Red Sonja number 22 also has 5 covers. Sacred 6 has 5 covers.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing. Dynamite all bragging, oh, free returnability until the end of the year. Well, no shit.
Well, yeah, you need that free returnability.
You guys got to fish for something. Boom, not much at Boom either. I'm not a Buffy fan, never have been. Lumberjanes, end of summer. I know there's a lot of Lumberjanes fans out there. As far as I know, this is the last Lumberjanes comic that is planned.
Really?
There may be more, but last I heard, they are talking about doing a Lumberjanes animated show.
Well, I was going to say,
the creator is going to take a firm lead and run that in terms of both story and animation.
She runs and writes for that She-Ra show, so that makes sense.
Exactly. That's what I'm. Yeah,
and that's been a big hit for her.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
That's where I think all that came from. That's where I think all that came from. So that's it for Boom as well, man. It's like it's a fifth Wednesday for a lot of people.
It's Wednesday of the month. It's the first Wednesday of the month, guys.
It's weird. The way the Wednesdays go, I think the last Wednesday of the month is just before Christmas, like 2 days before Christmas Day. Is Christmas Day the 20th? That Friday? I think Christmas Day is that Friday.
It's a Friday.
So that Wednesday there will be a huge drop. They're going to drop a shit ton of books because.
So I guess they're saving
money around Christmas.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's keep going into everything else. Again, you see something, say something. I've already looked through these. It's not great. It's not. Yeah. It's not great.
I believe that.
I'm not reading Deep Blue. What are you reading? What do you want me to look at?
No, nothing. Just nothing.
I don't see anything yet.
I'm not reading Backtrack either. Deep Blue, Detective 1027. These are graded. You can buy graded comics from Diamond now.
Really?
I mean, they're graded like 9.5 or above, like guaranteed 9.5 or above, which is hard to get. Actually, 9.6 or above. Huh. Nice. Final cover may vary. Allocations may occur. But that's pretty rad that they're doing that. Trying to make some money. I don't blame them.
I also think it's funny.
A lot of people don't know how to get a graded comic, and there's a lot of bullshit involved.
I know how to get a graded comic. It's just expensive.
It's expensive and it's bullshit. You got to send it in, and it's a lot of shit, man.
Yep.
It is.
Here we go. Here is a book from AWA called Erratic. I have no idea what this is about. It's Carrie Andrews' joint, though.
I like AWA.
Writing and the art.
I love Carrie Andrews.
Oh, I love
Brian
Carrie
Reber
Andrews. Yeah.
Hanging out
He's
too.
doing both.
I like Brian Reber too.
Oh man.
So yeah, there you go. 15 years old, 10 minutes to save the world. Sounds like a Spider-Man ripoff. But we'll see.
I'd read a Carrie Andrews Spider-Man ripoff.
I would too.
You can only use your powers for 10 minutes at a time.
Oh, this is. I like this.
That's where his name comes from. His powers are erratic. We'll see. It's creative. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's creative. It's an
imaginative idea.
He runs out of web shooters like every fucking other scene, basically, kind of moments.
Yeah.
Those dire moments are throughout the whole book. Yeah, I can see where it'd be fun.
Happy Hour number 2. I totally forgot to read Happy Hour number 1, but I do have a copy. Peter Milligan. I love Peter Milligan.
I do love Peter Milligan.
It's just electric funny sticks, blood-sucking joy leeches. It's weird shit. I haven't read the first issue, so I don't know. I'm going to read that tonight. It's going to be the first thing I read. Heavy, Adam.
Oh, I love Heavy. Heavy's great.
Yep. That's what's his name? Bemis.
Is it Max Bemis? Yeah.
Max Bemis.
Yep.
Yep. And Eric Donovan. It's what is it?
It's
Max or some shit?
No. It's like the Punisher in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heaven.
Going through space and time, killing time abnormalities. And
That's
the last
so
issue
cool.
they were fighting. The last
So
issue
rad, dude.
they were fighting cum monsters during the 1960s sex boom. You know.
I love
That's amazing. That's
Aftershocks
absolutely
got
amazing.
Aftershocks got a book by Elliot Ray Hall. Again, another favorite of mine. Mateo Monaco, Andy Clark's doing this cover. Sometimes you kill, sometimes you get killed, but no, everyone dies the first time they go on stage. So it's a horror book about a comedy club and a comedian. Well, you got some legs there, maybe. We'll see.
It's got some legs. That's got some legs.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure
Aftershock.
it'd be funny.
It's Aftershock book. Aftershock book.
Yeah, I like Aftershock.
Laurel and Hardy book. Never go wrong there with a classic. Miranda in Maelstrom. Never even heard of that. It doesn't look like much, gents.
Not look like
No.
much.
They're treating this they're treating this February 1st or 2nd like it's a 5th week. So yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. Not much outside of the big two. I'll have to say, King in Black, obviously, #1 book for me this week. I'll go that Winter's Endless Winter, and I am excited for it for no other reason.
No, you're not.
Than to hate it, so I don't have to buy any more of the issue.
That's where I was hoping you were going with that.
But also that Texas Blood #6. I'm anxious to see how the first arc ends, how they wrap that up, and how they point us in a path for the next arc. I'm anxious to see that. Mm-hmm. What about you guys? What are you looking forward to?
That week? Texas Blood is the top of my list. That's my favorite book going right now.
Nice.
But then I'm excited for Hellions, and then I'm excited for X Factor. I'm excited for the X Factor team to come back and actually have their team dynamics, because that first arc was great.
Yeah, Agreed. I am wanting to see X-Men, how it sort of cools down, after Ten of Swords, and gets back to each individual book's own sort of
get into their own groove.
Yeah, get their own groove instead of just sharing Hickman's groove, which was good. It was great. Ten of Swords was dope. But yeah, I'm ready to see the fallout, and this is going to deal with the fallout of Ten of Swords. This is why we read persistent stories at the big two in comic books, because the event is over, but no, the event it's not over yet. It's
never over.
Exactly, it's
gotta
never
have that
over.
Fallout.
Never over.
Never over.
Never over.
What about you, True?
I definitely say Hellions, X Factor, that Texas Blood. I mean,
well, you're just stealing ours now.
Dude, we read a lot of the same stuff.
Know.
I mean, I'm hard pressed to think books.
I'm also gonna try that Batman Catwoman book.
Oh, no.
Even though you were shitting on it earlier,
it's not even on my radar.
And you know what? I will throw this out there. I'm reading Miles Morales. It's been the best Spider-Man book all year. I like where it's going. I was a big Ultimate Universe fan.
Ultimatum was probably the best the Ultimate Universe has ever been outside of just Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah.
Agreed.
I just reread that, not the whole thing, but the last issue where Cyclops blows Magneto away.
Oh, it's awesome.
Somebody was arguing with me online where that happened, and I was like, that happened in the last issue of Ultimatum. He's like, what's Ultimatum? And I'm like, Ultimatum. And then dude comes in there, is like, no, dude, it was called the Ultimate Universe, not Ultimatum. And I'm like, man, y'all shut up. And I'm posting pictures, and I was like, what the hell, guys?
Wasn't that Finch's
art? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's some of Finch's best art.
Oh, yeah, it's Finch. Yeah.
That's some of his best stuff, is that Ultimatum event. Yeah. This is good stuff.
It almost looks like 90s art.
It does. It really does.
It's crazy. It's so crazy because it's not quite.
No, but it does. It does. Because it's so the heavy inks.
Yes, it's heavy inks, really rough lines. Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Brian Hitch's Ultimates. If you ever go back and read that, that first one, that first Ultimate.
Yeah.
It very much feels like prime, like 90s Justice League art.
Nice.
Everybody's very detailed for no reason.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Nobody else is excited for King in Black.
No,
I mean, it's exciting.
I'm excited for King in Black. I love Ryan Stegman's art.
I've been waiting for this for so long. I cannot wait to get my hands on this damn book.
I just haven't been following the Venom stuff, so
dude, you should catch up on Venom.
You should, actually. It is really good. It's been a lot of fun.
Dude, the last arc was so dumb and so stupid, but I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Oh, totally. Because you're just waiting. You're just waiting to see where it's going to set it all up.
Yeah.
Every issue of the last arc is total filler, but you think every issue is going to somehow set up the event better and sooner. And
it
every
kind of
issue
does,
reads like a cliffhanger.
I need the event now. I'm ready. It's finally here. It's within 48 hours. I'm ready. So
ready.
Awesome, man. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you like this shit that we're doing here, and you're listening on either Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, go to those other two platforms, search for Outright Geekery, follow us over there. We would really appreciate it. We're also on Patreon. Man, I never changed the banner. Better late than never. So check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Outright Geekery. We just want a buck a month, just a tip. And that'll help us, keep going and keep us, on track. Check out all the other shows we're doing on this channel. The Comic Book Bullies typically appears on this Facebook channel. However, Leroy got a Facebook ban, so he wasn't able to push Comic Book Bullies to the Facebook page. And then he created a sock account, and in like 2 hours before he was supposed to go live, his dumbass got his sock account banned. He just cannot shut the hell up. He just can't shut the hell up on Facebook. So, hey, Facebook, Thomas. What's up, Thomas? Thomas is half of the host, the better half of OK Boomer. You can find that right here on this channel, along with our regular Sunday night show where we do geek news and comic reviews. Loving that. Also catch Big Willie doing Creators Corner, as well as 5-minute reviews, throughout the week. He's having David Pepos on Friday. One of my faves. He's awesome. He did Spencer and Locke. He also did Going to the Chapel, which is really fun. He just wrapped up a Kickstarter called the OZ, which is like a, I don't know, it's a post-apocalyptic Wizard of Oz sort of thing.
That's cool.
And he's got a new book. It's all about like a modern day Boy Scouts something thing. It's on our honor or for our honor. I don't know. Tune in Friday to listen to David Pepos talk about it because he is awesome. He is a great interview. I've spoken with him many times, actually. But what else do we got going on here? I need to get my ass in gear. But top 5.
Tomorrow?
That's what I was going to say. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week, hopefully. I'm going to get with the bullies. Not tomorrow. I'm going to get with the bullies tonight or tomorrow about next week. So hopefully next Tuesday, we will do top 5 graphic novels and trade paperbacks. And then we have a Geekterion collection, the brainchild of Jules Shrew, who is like my brainchild. So it's like my brain grandchild. And we're doing Gremlins.
Yep.
For that. That's Adam's pick for Gremlins. Who's got the pick for January? You better be on. I might make the bullies pick.
Jules. We're back around to Jules now.
I might make the bullies pick.
Oh, you should make the bullies pick.
If they're gonna hang out, they're just gonna have to.
If they're gonna hang out, they have to pick.
They have to make a pick. They have to make a pick.
So all that is coming around the bend, everybody. So stay tuned for that. We just have so much going on. And yeah, we're really thankful that you're here hanging out with us, enjoying it. So yeah, and most of all, thanks to these two jokers for hanging out with this third joker.
This guy.
And we're going to do it all again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Wow, you let him finish it this time.
I know. I was because he stretches it out like an opera singer.
I was waiting for the cutoff. I waited for the cutoff.